Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to your love reading. For the main read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive cards, I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Relationships first, singles second, and I'm going to put those Oracle cards in as they feel necessary. Libra, yes. No. Alright, I was going to pick them up, but they're telling me no. Alright, so. Whew, Libra. I have to be honest with you, when I'm first feeling this, I'm feeling crowded. I'm feeling kind of pushed in a corner. So I'm feeling like this is your energy, I'm feeling pushed in a corner. That's where this seems to be starting off. Now, as I'm getting that feeling, these go together. These seem to go together here. Yeah. Nine of Swords and the Hanged Man. Together, I'm feeling like you're stuck. And I'm really getting like you're feeling cornered, pushed in a corner. You're not happy about where the situation is. I feel like this is something to do with past decisions. You were trying to see where this is going and try to maneuver it in a different way, but it's almost like somebody trumped where you were going and just kind of made a different decision. Is that right? All right, and you're not happy about how this is working out, but you seem stuck. And I'm getting that cornered feeling again. I just feel cornered. Like the Hanged Man is one who can't really move. It's a person who's it's like in transition while it's almost like when you're in this moment, like it's almost like sleeping. The last day is over, the new one hasn't begun, you're just more like waiting to fall asleep. That's probably a better way to put it. And you're just kind of laying there, and you know you can't start the new day yet because it's just the time hasn't come. You can't really, but you're too tired to do anything else anyway, but you can't seem to fall asleep, so you're just kind of like laying here and you're just feeling like there's nothing I can do, and you're kind of dreading the next step because you feel like you've been pushed in a corner. It's not where you wanted to go, but you're kind of pushed that way. It's kind of like you're, I feel like you're cornered. I really feel like you're cornered, and it's not enjoyable. Okay, now, these are separate, or are these together? Separate? Alright, we're going to do the Justice card first. This is on your partner's side. Your partner is feeling like this decision that's kind of cornering you, your partner feels like this is the way this should work out. They're feeling like everything is the way it should be. They're feeling like this is the balance of the situation, like this is fair. Is that right? I don't think you would agree with that. If this reading is resonating for you, I don't think you would agree with that. But your partner has this feeling of justice, like this is how this should work out. This is the right way to do this. And I'm feeling like they are, like it's just after or before. Like I'm getting this, I am getting this King of Swords, but when is he doing this? He or she. Like, don't get caught up in the gender. I just kind of, whatever flies out of my mouth, you know what I mean? I'm just seeing this king, so I'm using the he pronoun. The Justice. Whoever this is, male or female, whoever it is, I feel like they're just, like, this is just how it is. I don't feel like there's any negotiation about it. This is what's right, this is what's happening, this is what's going forward, and they're holding to it very strongly. I feel like decisions have already been made at this point. Things have already started progressing at this point. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Again, because those decisions already made, you're in a corner. There's just, I feel like you're just kind of in this spot. You're like, there's nothing I can do now. I just have to go. But these decisions have been made. Things are already in process. It's just waiting for the next shoe to drop, or the next shoe to drop, the next domino to fall, the next part to come into play. Because you are this Hanged Man energy, like you're waiting for this next part. You're waiting for it and you're dreading it at the same time because I don't feel like you're happy about it. Okay. Now, you do see with these two cards, I do feel like the Ten of Swords moment is here because the fact that you're in a corner, I don't know, I feel like this, is this part of the same? I feel like the 9 is explaining, like, you thought this was going to go in a different direction, or you were hoping you could get this to go in a different direction. That's what the 9 is acknowledging, that fell through. The 10 is like how you feel. You're just like devastated, crushed. This ain't good. This is not good. I do not like this. This is like flat out devastation. Like, no, dreading it. All right. Now this is interesting because I do want to acknowledge this is here, but this goes with this moment. You have a resilience about you here, though, I have to acknowledge, because this is before things move forward. When you get into this new day part, when you're going, like, you finally fall asleep, you wake up, you start going into this new day, Ace of Pentacles. And this? No, that's after. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of like you're like, you know what? You know what? This is going forward. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel devastated. I don't want to fight it. It's happening. It's happening. So you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to cement into this. I realize this is what the situation is. I realize it's going forward. And I feel like you're just kind of like getting on board with it and just going forward. You're just like, you know what? It's too late to cry about it. It's too late. It's over. I'm just going to, accept it because I want to move past it. And the sooner I get through it, the sooner I can put it in the past. So I'm just going to go forward with it. Very resilient energy, just kind of like you were completely devastated, but then you're just like, you know what, I don't want to be devastated. I'm just going to buckle in, get through it, and once it's done, it's done. Whatever that means to you. For some of you, I feel like this is getting used to the new situation, and you're just kind of like diving in, like, you know what, the sooner I get used to this, the better, and I'd rather not. I don't want to sulk over it. I just don't want to. I feel like that's the energy. Like, I don't want to. I'll just get on with it. Very resilient energy. Now, and I feel like as you're getting involved with this, you are liking it more than you thought you would. It seems like the devastation here, especially this is the devastation right there. That is mostly because there was something else you preferred, and you were kind of looking forward to this other option, whatever that was for you. And you were mostly devastated because something you wanted you're not going to get. I don't feel like it was like, not like a toy, not like that. Like you couldn't get something you wanted in that sense, but you saw things going in a certain direction and you were feeling good about that, and you thought there was a lot of possibilities. You thought that was a really good direction to go. So the reason you were mostly devastated is because these thoughts seemed to they were obliterated because this decision went a different way. So all those other thoughts you had to go along with that direction you wanted to go were just thrown out the window because they were all connected to that. But now, since you accepted it and moved forward in this one, and you're just going for it. You're just like, you know what? I don't wanna sulk over it. I don't wanna regret it. Forget it. I'm done. I'm just gonna get into it and go forward. There's no use in it. It's just a waste of my time to worry about something like that now. It's over. You're liking this new option better than you thought, but I feel like it's mostly because you were preoccupied going the other direction because you really thought the other direction was going to happen. But you're liking this better than you thought you would. And I feel like you're cementing in there. You're feeling like, well, with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this is a situation you feel like you're going to tend to for a while. It's not like you're going towards the completion of something, but you're cementing into a new situation. You're getting a new pattern established. You're getting more into it, but it's something that's going to keep going for a while. It's not like you're going towards a completion point, but you're cementing into this new pattern and you're feeling good about it. Now, your partner, like, I'm seeing this with the Ten of Pentacles. They're seeing you. I don't know. This is kind of funny, but it's not. They're seeing you be very happy, and they're very inspired by that. They're seeing that you got right into it, clicked right in. Like, they're seeing you handle this very well. They're feeling really good. I feel like this is making them feel very confident about the relationship, about you, everything. This was a good decision. Everything's going well. I feel like they're feeling good in that respect. Now, I'm noticing these other three cards we haven't touched on yet. Now, this decision that they pushed forward is this. I'm noticing this Four of Cups, and I'm also noticing there's a couple other cards here, but the Four of Cups makes me feel like they're having a moment where they're getting used to this transition. Okay, so they're going forward with this. And in this moment, I feel like this is matching your moment where you're stepping in and you're comfortable with it. Well, not comfortable, but you're stepping in and you're just accepting it and going forward. And I feel like they're in this moment where they're just kind of thinking it over, or just kind of like it's not grabbing hold for them that quickly. I feel like they're kind of impressed how fast you're grabbing hold to it because they kind of forced the issue, got what they decided was correct, and now they're just kind of like they're watching you move forward, and they're just kind of like, huh. And they're just kind of like, I feel like they're just kind of like having a minute getting used to it. Like I feel like things aren't moving forward. They're just kind of trying to gather their thoughts and trying to find out what they need to do next. And I do see this kind of like they're getting kind of frustrated because they're having a hard time. They're having a hard time clicking in the way you clicked in. You seem to click in really well, really quickly. And I feel like they're having like this moment of frustration, like you didn't want to do this and you just took to it like a duck to water. They wanted to do this, and they're just kind of like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know. And they're getting frustrated with it because they feel like they should be keeping up. This seems to build a little bit. And I feel like they're watching some things you're doing, or something about you is inspiring them in some sense, because I feel like they get frustrated because they don't seem to be moving forward like they want to, and it kind of builds. And they seem to be taking direction from you. I don't know if there's a conversation. You might be having a conversation here and giving ideas to your partner and what to do to make this fit better for them, because you've just accepted it. You're just like, I'm not going to worry about it. Why? No, I'm done with feeling bad about it. I'm just going forward. So you've already cemented in at this point, I feel, or like you're more comfortable, a lot more comfortable than you were. They're getting frustrated because they're having a hard time finding a way to get engaged, for whatever that means. Like they want to get their hooks in it too, because it seems like you're doing really well, and they want to too. So I feel like there might be a conversation where you're giving them ideas and suggestions. Whatever that is, that becomes the Knight of Swords. And in this deck, I know that they use swords for fire, so I'm going to go with that for this one, especially since I am feeling that energy. Like, they're going right out there and doing it, but I feel like it's more a stable... Swords are usually communication for me, they're usually air, but I am feeling that fire getting out there and doing it energy, especially because I feel like it's drawing from this Nine of Wands, drawing through to the Knight of Swords, but you notice I want to call it Wands, because in this deck they do use that way, but I'm feeling like their frustration is, like, it has direction now, and they're going forward with it, they're gung-ho about it. Yes? Maybe I need to shuffle. I don't know if they want me to put these down or not. Is there anything else with this? No, they're telling me to put it down. We got to it. All right, so that takes them a minute. I feel like that works out okay, though. Anything else with this? No. All right, so hopefully that came. I'm not getting like if I'm supposed to sum that up, so I'm going to let that go for what it is. I feel like if there's something you needed to hear to make this easier for you, I'm feeling like if it was meant to touch base, it did. So I'm going to let it go with that. Now let's do Libra singles. Messages for Libra singles. Empowering messages for Libra singles to help them get what they want, help them move forward in a powerful way, to cement in love into their life the way they want to. Okay. Like, stop. Yes. Nope, they're right. They wanted to use this card. All right. All right. So, I don't know why I feel the need to straighten these up. I feel like you are lining this up. Is that the energy? No. They're like, no, that's not where we're going with that. Okay, so let's just start with this card because this seems like the strongest one here. The King of Cups. This is where you're standing. Very happy. You're ready to share love. You're ready to be in love. Are you there yet? Excuse me. No, you're not there yet. But you're ready to be. Now, I'm getting like... Now, in your thoughts... All right, so this is your thoughts. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought. 10 of Pentacles. Now, I have to be honest with you. This is a very stable, secure card. Usually a good, happy... Like a happy home type feel. I'm feeling there's somebody you're very comfortable with, but you're afraid that you're in the friend zone with them. And that's why I was saying it's not as bad as I thought, because it's just, this is in your thoughts. So we'll have to see where this is going. But you're feeling like you're in the friend zone. It's a good friendship. It's a stable friendship. You're feeling very confident with it, but you're afraid like it may never become more than a friendship. And this King of Cups where you're standing, you're ready to be in love, and you're seeing this person, and you're like, this is a great person. Like, I feel like you're looking at this person like it's a good friendship. You like who you see. You like the type of person they are. You're feeling they're very dignified. They're what you like in a person. And you want to share this love. You're thinking, you know what? I want to see about, making this a loving relationship because I think this would be a great partnership. You're ready to be in love. You're ready to share this love. And you're like, if I just share this love, I think it can become more. But you are concerned, like this might be the friend zone for the other person, and they might not want to do that. Now, okay, the past, you have the Nine of Cups. And when I touched the card, I got this. You may have defined this relationship previously. You may have been the one who said, it's better off if we just stay friends. I'm getting that feel here. I'm getting that this relationship was defined as a friend relationship, and you might have been the one who did that. I'm feeling like that seems to be connecting mostly to me. And all right, so this is making more sense. Feeling that way, that's why you got this 10 of Swords at the bottom. You're just kind of like, I think I shot myself in the foot. I put this in the friend zone, and I think it got a strong rooting there. I don't know if I can pull out that root and reestablish this a different way now. Okay. So that, I'm feeling that energy is there. There is a lot of earth connection here. Earth is very stable, very rooted, grounded. I'm getting this Page of Pentacles. I wanted to say Page of Cups, honestly enough. So I'm feeling there is that cup. There is a little tinge of it at the very least. I'm going to go with that because I'm feeling that energy. I know it's the Page of Pentacles. I am getting a very cup feel though with it here. So I feel like what they're saying here is you may be able to move it in that direction, but you're going to have to like bide your time. There we go. Because it's going to be like small steps in that direction. You're going to have to kind of invest in that thought and just kind of keep edging it that way, especially when I'm seeing this here, but you do have the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords here in the center. The Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that's saying this relationship has become very comfortable for both people. And even though you're considering moving it into a romantic realm, the other person, you need to like give them some time to warm up to the idea because they've gotten very comfortable and secure with this being a friendship. They've really kind of lined it up that way. And again, I feel like you might have been the one who defined it that way. And I feel like they've just accepted that. And I don't feel like you can just change it through one conversation. Like you might have to open up the door slowly. Because I feel like as you're slowly open this door, the reason this nine is here, the nine of swords, I feel like the other like you might drop some hints that might be a good idea, and the other person's like, well, no, you were right. This is better as a friendship. I feel like you're getting those type of responses, and you're feeling like, ugh, this is not, just like kicking yourself. Like I did not realize this was going to happen. I did not want this way. I just thought at the time that was the better way to handle it. Um, so I feel like the nine is saying like you're trying to like drop hints or trying to get it to go in that direction, and the other person's like, no, you're right. I think you were originally right the best. Like this is better as a friendship. I feel like that's what's coming back to you, and you're feeling kind of like it's not like a complete devastation, the Nine of Swords, but it's just not working out the way you'd prefer it would right now, and you're just kind of like feeling a little disappointed that the past went the way it did because the past is defining where you are right now. Okay, now, where is this going is a good question, because the next part that I'm really getting fairly strongly here, the Emperor with, what's this, weight. Now, how long that weight goes is a good question, because I'm feeling like this person is kind of like, they seem very, like I don't see them really moving from that friend position. But I do see the weight card. I feel like is saying, I feel like that is for you, even though it's in the environment. It's saying to you, they're seeing if you're serious about that. If you back off from it and you don't mention it again, they're gonna think that really wasn't anything. Like they're just gonna like let that go into the past and just act like it never really happened. But if you keep bringing it forward, I feel like it's only if you bring it forward over time, a few times, then they may reconsider, or at least give the thought a chance and be like, you know what, do I think this is something I want to do? Like, is this a good idea? But it's going to take some time. This is not going to, it's going to take this is more than a few conversations. I feel like it takes some time, like not in a couple weeks. I don't know, is it? Well, maybe. It's going to take a while. You have to bring it up a few times, and just like not stressfully. I don't know how you're going to do that actually, because if you keep bringing it up the same way, but like every now and then, just like, oh, I wish I didn't do that, or I don't know. Somehow you're going to have to bring it forward that you were serious. You're going to have at least one more time. At least one more time, you're going to have to bring it forward like you were serious, like this. You were thinking like this would be better, going a little farther than just a friendship. At least one more time. I feel like that's a slippery slope because like you don't want to become monotonous and annoying, obviously, but you might have to at least one more time bring it forward. Like, no, I was serious. I really wish this had gone a different direction because I think you're a great person, and it'd been nice if we matched up that way. I just think you're a great person. I feel like you can push that forward in a way that's complimenting and reinforcing that you meant it. I just feel like at least one more time. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to hit, because if it comes up too many times, I feel like that could be a turnoff as well. So it's kind of like slippery slope, if you know what I mean. Now, in the future here, you do have the High Priestess. I have to say, I really feel like you're putting it down in front of this person, like the mechanics of it. Like, you're a good person, I'm a good person, you like this, I like this. You have this schedule, I have this schedule, you have this in your life, I have this in my life. I feel like you're putting down the mechanics about how the two of you match and how the attraction is there for you, and you're hoping, and you know that in the past maybe it was there for them, so that maybe this is a good idea to try this out, especially where you are right now in life. I do feel like, I know that the High Priestess usually does, between the good, the bad, balances everything out, and that might be a part of it here. Like showing like your strengths match their weaknesses, their strengths match your weaknesses, how all this works out. That's definitely like, but I'm feeling it's very much about the mechanics here. It just feels like the mechanics to me. I'm guessing also because with this high priestess, they have that, like, there's no face on that. The Hierophant is the same way. He has no face either. Um, and it just makes me really look at this like they're trying to say, it's kind of like you're just going at it in a very matter of fact. This is why this would be a good idea. This might be the second time you bring it forward, and this is why you're thinking it. This is why you want the person to consider it. Okay. Now, you bring that forward. I do see that happening. The last part here, Knight of Wands with the next few weeks. Now, I feel like the reason you have the Nine of Wands, and I'm very much aware that this is a general read, but you're going to be kind of waiting to see where they are. I feel like you plead your case, and I do feel like you get them to say, like, oh, well, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I feel like it goes on for a while before, like, you want to at least give this person a month, at least, I'm thinking, to come back to you, because you don't want to be too pushy. I feel like that's a danger here. I don't know why, but like I feel like this person is very comfortable in the friend zone. They really need to mull it out a little bit. It's gonna take a bit. Like I'm getting like there's a lot of earth energy here. It's very cemented in. They really have to think about it because I feel like they're very comfortable with this friendship, and it's becoming like they don't want to damage the friendship, in the sense of like, what if they try to go the romantic route and that doesn't work? Does that mean that it goes back to a friendship, or does that mean the relationship has been ruined? You know, based on the situation, sometimes things can go back into a friendship. I don't feel like it's very common. A lot of times, though, if romance doesn't work out, it usually kind of ends a connection altogether. I feel like that's what they're struggling with. So that's keeping them from coming forward to you because they're not sure. I feel like they're not sure. They're very happy with the friendship. They're just not sure if they want to take a gamble on a romantic possibility, especially where it seems like they could lose everything through this gamble. And they do really enjoy you in their life and they want to keep you there. So that Nine of Wands, is it? Yep. Nine of Wands for the next few weeks. In other words, you're not going to hear from them. They're not going to tell you where they stand. It's going to be a few weeks. And then I don't feel like hitting like left or right, I have to be honest with you. It's going to depend on them. And you're going to have to hash it out afterwards, maybe. I don't even feel like that's it. I feel like when they're ready, they're going to tell you where they stand because they may want to stay in the friend zone. Just because they value their relationship and they feel like it's a gamble they don't want to take. That's kind of where I see this ending. Just so I guess it's just good that you know where this is going, and the fact that you're going to have to hold on and plead your case a bit. I feel like just maybe knowing this, maybe hopefully that helps you out in some sense, because it's not really touching on a yes or no. It's just kind of going to go where it's going to go. It needs some time to breathe, and then that person will tell you when they're ready. Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.